So what I want to talk about today, there's so many things on my mind as I experiment with different things, but one of the things that came up for me yesterday, I was contributing to an article on resilience, and it's mostly focused around organisational resilience, and my interests are around what I call architectures of creative resilience. So for the people that have to do creative things, how do they get over themselves to do the best work that helps other people? And I was in a beautiful improvisational ambient thing yesterday and decided to capture some notes on resilience. And I just kind of visualized some of these things. And they're very rough, but just visualizing different ways to think about resilience, because often it's talked about in terms of a bouncing ball, um, or like a squishy thing, like something that you can kind of squish and mold in different ways. Or is it like elasticity? And so at some points, you can overstretch and cut yourself. Or is it like bamboo, often uh, a metaphor used in terms of resilience, kind of snapping back to a particular position? Or is it like a tree, got strong roots that kind of hold yourselves within, stormy conditions and stuff? Is it like with yoga, like flexibility? Or is resilience more like water and a kind of fluidity to it? Is resilience love? What is love and how does that kind of engender resilience in different ways? And maybe there's an aspect of resilience that relates to self-knowing. Or is it like rivers? And rivers have sort of an ability to kind of carve their niches in the landscape and kind of create tributaries and all those sorts of things. Or could you consider it like there's a tree when you have wood, and the fact that you have softer wood that it can kind of bend, and you can treat wood and steam it and laminate it and create beautiful chairs like the Eames did. So I think there's lots of different aspects of resilience, and I think resilience gets a bad rap for various reasons because it's talked about in terms of organisations helping people be more resilient and all those different things. But I think I think it's a handle that we can all appreciate and understand, but it's probably a complex topic for various people. One of the things I've explored and I contributed to the article was this aspect that in your early years as a kid you learn to play and you learn to have fun, and that's an opportunity to, I guess, connect with others, but also to connect with yourself. And through school years, typical school years in academic learning and tick boxes and conforming to different things, I think you start to lose yourself within some of that. And some people really put the play aspects of themselves to the side and want to become really serious and be recognized and, a serious business person or whatever. And often, even in a creative industry like design, or even music to some extent, the creativity can dissipate and become lost along the journey because you're always sort of conforming to someone else's expectations. And so a lot of people push really hard through their careers to get to a point where they are investing a lot of time and energy into their work, and their work becomes their identity, even though their true identities and selves are getting lost within that. And as happens in midlife and maybe earlier, maybe later, as people in your life start to disappear, die, you start questioning what was it all for, and you might kind of keep pushing harder to get to a point where you can maybe retire early or with enough funds that you can do the things that you really wanted to do. But what if you could bring those things forward in your life? How could you bring aspects of retirement forwards to your day-to-day? How could you integrate things that give you joy, whether that's creative expression of various sorts, cooking, music, art, whatever? How can you bring those sorts of things to your life now, today, rather than later? It relates to something, I can't remember his full name, Chatterjee, he's a podcast guy, not the biggest fan, but he was talking about like holidays. We build up holidays and they're quite stressful to organise. And we build up these holidays, these annual holidays that we might have as the thing where we can just finally rest. And it takes a while to decompress and then rest, and then you're going to go back to work and then pick up all the pieces. It's like, what if you can bring aspects of your holiday to your today? So I think it comes back down to, I guess, like a day like this. It's a sunny day for me. It's a beautiful day, and I could push harder on all the things that I need to do, even doing videos like this, awkward videos. Or maybe I could do something that I can only really do in the sunshine. go for beautiful walks and really enjoy that sunshine, feel the warmth on my skin. And maybe that will be more fertilizing than me pushing harder against some other force that's telling me to say, chill out, chill out. So that's my thought for the day. I think not my first Substack video experiment, but my first one in this new world of putting video out there, which I really don't want to have to do, but it's kind of an interesting test. If it helps people, then it's cool, and I'm down with it. And if I get to share my thoughts, then cool. So thanks for listening, watching, or whatever to my rambles. And I'm curious what metaphors of resilience kind of come up for you. I see there's Mike Parker in the chat. I'm sure he's got lots of thoughts on resilience and stuff. I'm sure we can explore in a future thing. So yeah, have a great day. If you can, please get outside and capture the beautiful day. Just for reference, this is like my local sort of place in the gardens, a little playground, nice trees that are willing to bear fruit, and my dog Buddy over there that was sick, probably because I've been recording videos and not looking after him. And yeah, it's a little place just down the road from me. I'm very lucky to have this, and I should experience it more. Okay, have a great day.